Well, we'll at least pick up the trash for the people. Wait a minute, what's that? What is that? Oh, crap. I'm going to be metal detecting at a popular tourist beach today with a metal detector. And not just any metal detector. This metal detector I bought from Walmart. That's right, gang. This is my $100 metal detector I bought at Walmart. I bought it on sale for $100. Now, if you've seen any of my videos, you know that I've been metal detecting at the beach looking for pendants and different things. Well, today I'm here at Huntington Beach State Park. I'm at the north entrance, which is my favorite place to go. It's where all the locals go. And I'm gonna be walking up and down around the showers and the parks and everything metal detecting. So let's get started and see what we find. So as you can tell, we got people out running their dogs. We've got the park. We got people coming in to walk on the beach. You can see I'm parked here in the parking lot. It's a chilly day. Not a lot of people are here. You can see the parking lot is rather empty. But this is the north entrance right here to the beach. And I'm gonna walk up and down that with my metal detector because there's grass and beach on both sides. Let's see if we can find any treasure. So if you watch my last video, metal detecting, I found this rake on the beach and it has come in handy being in all this loose sand. I don't think that was it. Well, let's see if we got it. So I think it's in here. Maybe getting a little false reading. Well, it sounds pretty good. I'm just not seeing anything. It looks like a little tiny piece of maybe aluminum. So as you can see, a lot of this up here at the front of the entrance is grass. It's really hard to dig into, and I don't want to destroy the grassy areas, but this way, walking out toward the beach, it gets real sandy. So I'm going to go up this side and come back down this side and see if we can find some things in the sand. So it's a really, really, let me get it, son, really old quarter. Yeah, see if I can get a date. $1994. Really old quarter. So I had my camera sitting right here filming me digging all that up, and as I looked down I found it's like a it's one of those little black rubber pieces at the end of a pole that keeps it from being so sharp. So we'll at least pick up some trash too. That's something. What's that? Oh, so look. Looks like the rubber, like the end of a pull string. Like if you pull something tight and then tighten it down. I don't know if you can tell, they've kind of pushed the dirt down through here, like to create a flow from the little shower right there. And so I've been finding some plastic things. Keep getting a lot of false readings. I haven't showed you me digging those up every time. Just weird stuff that's pushed up in the dirt, like I see. Ew, look. I just noticed this. There may even be the piece of the pole that it comes out of. Okay, so I know what this is. So you see this handle right here? I have one. These are beach umbrellas. So you drive this in the ground, and then you stick your umbrella in here, and you lock it down. How about that? So we'll throw that in the trash for them. So maybe you can see it a little bit better now in the sunshine. They've like pushed all this down, all the way down, and so the water can kind of drain off and go into this little low area back here. Well, I just found a sock. This is turning out to be the honey hole right here. Let me take a second to show you how this looks. So I was kind of metal detecting here, and so you can see my readings there. It gives you iron, aluminum and zinc, aluminum with a nickel, aluminum and nickel, and it's also got coins. And so each one of those will have a tone. The lower the tone you get toward our iron, the higher the tone you'll hear the coins. But this is kind of an aluminum piece to this setting, to this display they have out here. So you can also set your depth that you want to check. I usually leave it on the 2. It seems to work better than that, than trying to go real deep. So you can hear it, so when it gets close to it, there you go. Now that's what a coin will sound like. And so if I go over my, see, it gives me different readings based on the metal. So here we are, guys. We've made it all the way down to the beach. I've come all the way up this side of the walkway, and I'm going to start on this side and walk my way back to the park, and then we'll get to the park and see what else we can find. But I wanted to show you Huntington Beach. This is just a few miles south of Myrtle Beach. Real popular for families and locals. Like, I bring my grandkids out here all the time, and if you've been on my channel before, you've seen videos from Huntington Beach State Park. So it's rather empty. It's a cold day. It's really windy. So just some locals out kind of hanging around looking for shells. Well, we'll at least pick up the trash for the people. Wait a minute, what's that? What is that? Oh, crap. Yep, that's dog crap, people. So yay, I will, the dumpster is like right there. I will get rid of that, but it's not fun. Yeah, dog crap. Yeah, dog crap. So a fishing weight. So let's take a look at our finds today. Of course, my quarter from 1994. It's my first quarter I've ever found. Also, a fishing weight. This is also my first fishing weight that I've ever found. My first old sock, but okay. Definitely my first bag of poop. Interesting. I did, you know, pick up a little bit of trash out there, and of course our metal rod for a beach tent. And I also found, I would call that a plug. It fits on the end of a metal rod to close the end up, and one of those pull knobs, ties for the end of a rope. That's everything. So let's talk about the metal detector itself. My personal opinion. Now, I am not a metal detection expert, okay? I do this for fun. I live in a tourist trap in Myrtle Beach. I like to take the metal detector out when it's cold and just search around and see what I can find. It's fun. It's better than sitting at home with the couch. So is it worth it? For me personally, absolutely 100%. For $100, this metal detector works great. It works off of 2 9-volt batteries. That's all you need. Keep those fresh. Everything works great. I showed you some of the settings. It's easy to cut on and off. It's real lightweight. I mean, maybe a pound at the most. I didn't look at the gross weight, but I don't have problems holding it, moving it. I think it works great. I would suggest going to Walmart and buying you one. I'll show you a picture of the box with the name and everything so you can see it. Was it a crappy day? Technically, yeah, but not really. I had a blast. I got out of the house. It's beautiful sunshine. It's a little bit cooler and windier than I normally like, but listen, I had a blast. I had fun being out here at Huntington Beach State Park, getting all my treasure finds and taking you guys along for the adventure. So listen, I appreciate you sitting right there watching these videos, taking the time out of your day to watch the videos. I'm humbled and I really appreciate it. So thank you for joining me. Listen, friends, life's an adventure. You got to get off the couch and go live it. I'll see you in the next adventure. Today I'm going to be metal detecting in Myrtle Beach, South Carolina. It's the week after spring break. I expect there to be a lot of treasure, and now I want to try to find it. Let's go. Hello friends, today again I'm using my $100 metal detector from Walmart that I purchased to be metal detecting here in Myrtle Beach. Why? Because last week was spring break and there's going to be treasures galore. I hope so. But if not, we're going to have fun getting off the couch and going to have some fun. So we're going to be out on the beach. Come along with me. Let's see what we can get into. Okay, somebody will have to tell me what that is. I literally have no clue. Well, I got a hit right here. Tent peg. Now, if you watched one of my earlier videos, I have found things like this that are always different ways. Another screw. It doesn't matter how many times I come to this pier, I always find construction debris. And I found a screw. Oh, well, I see that. It's laying on top of this old washer. Now that, as old as it is and rusty, it still ended up right up on top of the sand somehow after all these years. So this is definitely a new one for me. That is, it's not a bolt head, it's like the end of the threads rusted off and fell. You can see how they're on the end of the holes, how they hold all this together. So I guess when they just redid a lot of this pier last summer, so that's a piece of the sun where you can see it. That's cool. Got a big hit right there. Now I have to be careful. You can see they've got all this barricaded off because they don't want people walking up on the sand dunes. I got a big hit right there, and my metal detector was going crazy. The two nice big nails, brand new. And I went to leave and got another hit right beside it, scooped it. Now, this is just an old piece of metal, probably a piece of a nail, not 100% sure, because it doesn't have like the typical point, but definitely metal. So yeah, another spot right here, and as I dug it up, this is definitely a nail, so I'm pretty sure the last little piece I found was a nail as well. You can really see the point on this one. Now, as you can see, I've been digging. I don't show you all that because I don't may bore you to tears, but this is another piece of threaded, like a bolt that's been cut or broken. And I'm actually getting a lot of hits in this one hole, and this one is definitely a nail and very, very rusty and old. And another old nail, same spot, pretty deep hole around this post here. I've been noticing while I've been digging all these holes, this little orange thing. And looky there, I now have me a treasure shovel. There's no treasure in it, but little plastic shovel I can use to do a little digging now. How about that? So way off in the distance, you can see somebody else metal detecting. This is a real popular beach. Last week was spring break. That's the second one I've run into this morning. We're all out here seeing what kind of treasure we can find. I want to thank Slenderize for being a part of this video. Slenderize skinny drops. You use it 10 to 15 minutes before each of your 3 main meals. Drops under your tongue. Helps promote hormone balance. Helps you lose weight. Helps increase your metabolism to help you lose weight. You follow the approved food list. It's just that easy. There's a link in the description below. You need to get it and join all us people out here on the beach, getting our tan on, getting our summer slim, body slim down. So get your Slenderize and accelerate today. Click the link below. Use code CHUCK91 at checkout. All capital letters like you see right here. CHUCK91 at checkout. Get a 15% discount. And if you become a member and get your monthly subscription, just hit subscribe and save. and you'll get an extra 15%. So that's 30% off of your purchase to get your slenderized skinny drops. Get them today and get started. So let me show you guys something real quick. You can see a hole's been dug right here. And I noticed right here the print of one of those real expensive metal detectors. The real expensive ones. Because I saw the guy this morning. He's doing a great job. So I'm here about 30 minutes after him. And I've been finding all kind of things through here with my $100 Walmart metal detector. So if you want to know my personal opinion about my metal detector, it's a $100 metal detector from Walmart. And I've been finding things right alongside the big guys with the big expensive ones. Now, I'm not here to belittle anybody, but if you can't afford the big expensive metal detector and you want one like I have, for $100 and just go have some fun on the beach, it works great. I think it's awesome. Now I do have a link in the description below to this metal detector through Amazon, an affiliate link. You can get it for 89 bucks through Amazon, shipped to your door. So I mean, $100, go to the beach, you may find a $10,000 diamond ring one day, who knows. If you do, please let me know, because I think that would be awesome to know. Oh, that's there's a hairboat. Not too old, it's a little rusty. This one was hiding really well. I kept getting the signal and couldn't see it, but there it is. It's a pull tab for a can. Now again, this piece of metal right there on the top of that hill is where he was using his metal detector, and I've already found things through here. So this metal detector works just fine. You guys have been watching my videos, you realize I put little animals in the background to be funny, cartoon looking characters. But today I found a bunny. And now my buddy the pigeons have come by. They've been bathing in this little drain off creek. Good morning, guys. Old battery. So I'm not exactly sure how a shotgun shell cartridge ends up out here, but that's exactly what it looks like. Huh, you tell me. It is actually a live blue crab. You can see it making bubbles. So today is critter day for sure. This makes me so mad. The beach is not an ashtray. Here we go. Let me build this up. Okay. Let's take a look at our finds for today. First of all, these plastic pieces, and I will be using that metal detecting. Yes, there's a plane passing by. So this is real life. Bottle cap, an old washer, a various array of nails and screws, bolts, a bolt head or a bolt end with a nut on it, our battery that we found, hair clip, little pull tab, our tent peg. This is fairly brand new, and of course our coin. Now I will need some help. Let me put this in the sunshine for you where you can read it and see it. It is rusty, which makes me pretty sure it's not gold. It didn't hit as gold, it hit as a non-ferrous metal. So I'm thinking like an arcade token maybe. But if I'm wrong, and this is worth $1 million, please, by all means, let me know, and you and I will go on vacation together somewhere. And while I'm out there, I'm also picking up trash. We will throw all this in the trash, as always. Well, everybody, that's going to do it for our little bit of metal detecting today and treasure hunting on the beach. My personal opinion about the metal detector. If you're trying to be a professional metal detector that wants to make a lot of money getting paid to metal detect for your services, I would highly recommend one of the most expensive metal detectors you can find. But if you're like me, a guy who hates sitting on the couch and just wants to get out and go have some fun, this is more than worth the $100 I spent for it. The $100 I spent for it. I realize people are thinking I'm saying 400. I'm saying 400, but 100 bucks. It was $96 and some change is what I paid for it. So that was through Walmart and it was on clearance. I do have a link in the description below to where you can look at it, this exact same metal detector, through an Amazon affiliate link, and it's $89. If you want to go metal detecting and just have some fun, it does everything I want it to do and more. You've seen all the finds that we get, and it does a great job. Go get one. So listen, friends, life's an adventure. You got to get off the couch and go live it. So I'll see you in the next adventure. Today, a metal detector that I bought from Walmart for $100. Looking for treasure. Will we find anything? Stick close, watch close, and let's find out. I live in a town called Myrtle Beach, South Carolina, a tourist destination for spring breakers and summer vacations. And what we're really known for in Myrtle Beach, my favorite, the open ocean, where I get to go exploring in the ocean, scuba diving, spearfishing. There's also the beautiful surf where people love to come and try to surf and play in the waves. There's the beautiful sandy beaches where everybody lays out and gets a suntan. And also there's traffic. In last week's video, I found a gold coin. Gold coin that I didn't think was worth anything. But I did some research and I found out a lot about that coin. Before we get started, I want to give you an update on the gold coin. But I'm going to give that update at the end of this video. So stick close to the end. I'll give you an update. I found out that coin was worth more than I thought. But I'll tell you exactly what I found out at the end. So let's get started treasure hunting. So my first find of the day, I dug and dug and got hits, and I dug and I dug and I dug. And I kept digging around this thing thinking it was a rock. It's actually like some aluminum foil, like somebody brought a sandwich or something and wrapped it in aluminum foil and balled it up, and it kind of fell out. So I got another hit, and I dug and I looked and I dug and I looked, and this looks like the end, I guess some type of a strap. like where you pull, but this little piece right here is metal, and that was the signal I was getting. About 4 inches deep. Right, so I dug here, actually old rusty fishing hook and the clasp to hook it in. So a nice big hit, and as I was digging I brought up this old Coca-Cola can. That's pretty awesome. Let me show you this one, just because I have worked my butt off. I'm about 6 or 7 inches deep, metal detector going crazy. Digging. I finally reached the jackpot. A very old can. And also in that hole, I thought this was it for a long time, like maybe a fishing weight, but I'm pretty sure that's just a rock. Found this one. Nice fishing weight. I'm still getting a few other hits here. Let me dig through and see if it was just that. So just keeping it real. When you dig a hole and you keep getting a signal that you can't find no matter what you do, make sure you move your bag with all your finds in it to keep you from digging for 10 minutes like I just did. To dig for a minute, about 6 or 8 inches, but I did finally find old aluminum can really buried in the roots. First, when I got this signal, I thought it was going to be easy because that was kind of halfway buried and it looked like an aluminum can. But no, I dug, I found a plastic bag, and I finally reached our target. Another aluminum can. Almost. And just a few feet away from that one is another can. And we have another can. Right there, right there, cans. So let me explain to you a little bit. If you've seen my other video from here a few weeks back, came through here, found a quarter, found some other things, but this is a public shower where people come off of the beach, rinse their, rinse off from the sand. But they've pushed this sand back to create flow for the water to come out. Well, I've come with my metal detector today and I changed the setting to the deepest setting so that I'm getting real good penetration into the ground, and I am finding all the aluminum cans I missed the last time I was here. So let me show you what I'm talking about. Here on this, my Walmart metal detector, you can see this is a depth. So I usually keep it on 2 bars. So today I've put it all the way down 3 bars. You can set it on 1, which is shallow. You can see that can I'm not picking up. A little bit deeper. Not so much. 1 more. And you can see I'm probably 12 inches above that can. And now I'm getting those readings. That one was a lot more shallow, but it was a deep sound, and found us a nail. Also found this sinker, lead weight for fishing. So I got a pretty decent hit here by the sidewalk. Ended up with like a wire. Somebody tried to tie something down. So metal detecting has taught me people use a lot of tent pegs on the beach. So there's another one. So whatever that is, it's really, really heavy. It's like I guess I don't know. It's iron. It is heavy. Whatever it is. If I find out, I will let you know. If you have any ideas, please let me know. All right, let's take a look at our finds real quick. I guess the best thing would be this weight, because I will find a fisherman out on the beach and give it to them so it can be reused. Old aluminum foil, nice nail, another tent peg, some wire, end of a line, a pull line. The more I look at this, I'm starting to think it's a washer. It is just so corroded that it's full. The inside is full. Pretty sure that's a washer. Let me know what you think. Of course, a bag of trash we'll throw away, and all of our aluminum cans. We'll throw all that in the trash as well. That, my friends, is going to wrap up this week's adventure. I'm now going to walk down to the beach, sit down and enjoy the sun and the waves for a little while, and enjoy the rest of my day. And I hope you enjoy the rest of your day. I appreciate so much you being here today, watching the video, being part of my channel, part of my life, taking time out of your life to hang out with me. Thank you very much. Remember, friends, life's an adventure. You got to get off the couch and go live it. So I'll see you in the next one. So let's talk about our golden coin, what you've all been waiting for and patiently watching the video. If you didn't fast forward, if you did, it's okay. So let's talk about our golden coin. I noticed the writing on it that says, "My Guardian Angel." So I looked it up online, I Googled it. It is actually a collector's coin. This coin is a 2025 version, so it's new, and it's worth about $6.95. The rest of this adventure is throwing the trash away from all the trash I have found. Taking a brisk walk down a long sidewalk out to the beach here at Huntington Beach State Park and taking in the waves. I'm using my new metal detector that I bought from Walmart for $100 on sale. Today, treasure hunting at another local beach. So, will I find treasure, or will it be a crappy day like last time? If you know, you know. You have got to be kidding. So I started right here where my truck was. I got a hit right here immediately, and it was this nail. And then I walked over here and got another hit, and it was this penny. Woohoo! Yay! So it looks like it's going to be a good day. Also got a big hit on this piece of aluminum that was laying out by the trash can. So from over here I went to here and was digging in that little spot, and I found a pull tab. It looks a lot older. Now, I'm not an expert here, but that was a pretty awesome find. Oh, I see it. Shining in the sunshine, a little piece of like gum wrapper aluminum. That's pretty cool. Make sure that, yep, that was it. I'm gonna be honest, I have dug in this spot for a few minutes. My metal detector going crazy, couldn't figure it out, couldn't figure it out, couldn't figure it out. Finally, I put my hand on it. It was laying so flat. It's just an old can. It was pushed up in this. All this used to be sand, and now they have paved it. And so you can see where they've pushed all the extra sand up this way, and I'm finding some treasure up here. Had a big hit and I just knew I had found treasure. But I didn't find money treasure, but I did get some aluminum out of the sand. And another can. That one's Red Bull, the other one was Pepsi. Oh, well, that one's super easy to find there. Another can. And another can. So my detector is picking up that real big spike right there. But I tried to pick that piece of wood up, and I'm pretty sure that's like a 6x6, and it goes real deep. So I did find it. I think I'm gonna leave that one. Oh, I see that one. Do y'all see it? There's a bottle cap. And as always, we have to pick up the trash, guys. Please keep the beaches clean. We've got us a few jellyfish that have washed up. Now, as you can tell, I'm on the waterway side where the little river dumps out into the ocean, and I'll show you the beach here in just a minute. Oh, there's another one. Got some crab holes out here. Anybody home? Hello? 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 So there it is. And I'm gonna be honest, I have no clue what that is. I know it's metal. I know it's really rusty. If some of you out there are experts, let me give you a good close-up. Maybe you can tell me. I know it's a type of spike, but it's got this 90-degree tip on it with a lot of that's all metal, guys. That's, to me, it's metal. Like I say, I'm not an expert. What do you think? I'm not gonna lie, I've been here for 5 minutes digging in this hole, getting hit after hit after hit after hit. And what did I come up with? A bottle cap. Well, it's a find. Well, another deep hole, and another old aluminum can. So pretty deep hole, but it's for a can top. I'll also pick up some trash. I've been making my way along. You can walk behind this fence. You can walk down to the little river right here that leads out to the beach. But this is the main entrance, one of the main entrances. The other one is that boardwalk. I probably won't find a lot there. This is all sandy beach. For about 100 yards, it goes to the end of the island. And so let's walk down through here, see if we can find anything that anybody may have dropped. Well, I found what I thought was a beer bottle, but it's actually some lenses to some sunglasses. As you can tell, I struck out on that, but we came down the walkway and now we're gonna follow it on out here. This is Pawleys Island Beach. Now, Pawleys Island Beach is located south of Myrtle Beach, I don't know, roughly 10 or 15 miles. And so it's real popular for families. This beach gets you away from the college kids coming down for spring break and all the things that high school and college age kids do, and some people who don't grow out of that. This is more family oriented. I love to bring my grandkids down here. You don't have to worry about the party scene, quote unquote. So let's continue on out this way. See if we can find any more treasure. Oh, I see it. It's laying right on top. Another bottle cap. Some more jellyfish. But as you can see, if you are a shell collector, this is a good place to find shark's teeth, shells, and even other things that have washed up out of the ocean. So I'm looking south currently toward Georgetown. And as I pan back this way, all that back that way is Garden City and Surfside. And I can see it. I doubt you're going to be able to see it on camera, but I can see the hotels from Myrtle Beach way in the distance out on the point. But I wanted to show you this because this is where we like to come look for shells a lot. And as you can tell, plenty of them washed up. It's about mid-tide. It's not really high or low tide. I don't know if the camera will pick it up, but I can actually see in the water about midway to those breakers another line of seashells that you can get into if you're a seashell collector or hunter. A lot of jellyfish. Well, was over here picking up some trash and found another old crusty sock. I find those at the beach all the time. You have got to be kidding me. Oh. Yep, another bag of dog crap. That's just my luck. All right, real quick, let's take a look at our treasures. I did find this spike, and to be honest, I think it is really old. Gonna have to get that checked out. My 1 penny that I did find, so it's not a blown day. Did have a penny, some really old aluminum, this crazy piece of wood, a lot of bottle caps, an old crusty nail, pop top to a can, that's really old, sunglasses, another one of those little rubber pieces that go to the end of a tent, like a leg, 4 aluminum cans that you guys saw me dig up, a crusty sock, yes, another bag of dog crap, and then a huge bag of trashed that I won't go through and show you all that. There you have it, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages. Welcome to the circus of my life. But that is going to wrap it up from Pawleys Island. I hope you enjoyed hanging out with me. I really appreciate you watching, being a part of my channel, and watching the videos. I really do. Thank you for being part of my channel, part of my life. I really enjoy it. I'm going to enjoy the beach for a little while and just enjoy the peace and quiet before the crazy crowds get here from spring break. And just wanted to say thank you. So listen, friends, life is an adventure. You have to get off the couch and go live it. So I'll see you in the next adventure. I'm metal detecting in a place they say it's impossible to find this lost diamond ring. Will I find it? I really hope so. All treasure stories start the same, with a story that's too good to be true. Whether this story is true or not, well, that's where this treasure hunt begins. So I'm jumping into the Freedom Wanderer truck and I'm heading out on an adventure. A treasure hunting adventure. The story so far is playing out just like a Hollywood script. One day metal detecting, minding my own business, I was approached by a worker from the state park, this grizzly-haired, silver-headed, older gentleman that was really nice, long beard, comes up to me, starts talking about metal detecting, and tells me the story of the lady up at the main showers who's lost her diamond ring and nobody has ever found it, which to a treasure hunter was like a treasure map, just words of gold. So now I'm braving the Myrtle Beach traffic. Why? Because I'm on a treasure hunt. It's bike week, it's really crowded, lots of people here, but we're going treasure hunting. The only question is, how will this movie end? Good morning, sir. The story goes, there was a lady, her and her family were here visiting Huntington Beach State Park. After a day of playing on the beach and suntanning, they come to the main showers, changing areas that they have here. And somehow in the midst of all that, while she was in the changing rooms, changing clothes, getting cleaned up to get back in the car, she loses her diamond ring, and she knows it's around that main building. Well, there's been a little construction going on there over the past year. Things have been stirred up. Did it bring the diamond ring to the surface? Did it take it deeper? She told the park workers, everybody knows about the diamond ring, but as of right now, nobody's found the diamond ring. Or at least they haven't admitted to finding the diamond ring. This is going to be a lot tougher than I first expected. All right, so let me explain here. There are just signals galore, which is making this impossible. You can see here I've tried to dig, it is all rock. So what I did is I changed my mode to just give me the coin signal, which is a higher pitch, as you can tell. So I got more into the sand, and I did end up with a signal. I dug it out, and so far it's a little screw, which I will admit there are probably going to be a million of these down here. I've got a question for all you metal detection experts. Do these rocks give off signal? Or is there a type of rock or pebble that will give you a signal? I have dug in this spot for the past 10 minutes. I have sifted, I have looked. Unless it is the smallest diamond on the planet that goes through the sifter, I can't find whatever it is. So just a question, could I be getting false signals from anything you see here or anything you would know from your experience? I finally found it. A tiny piece of wire. And as I stand up and I was looking at it, I kind of looked in the distance and I see another one. And so that means this is going to be a long day. I'm gonna be honest, this is gonna be tough. And I'm getting bit by a horsefly. So let me show you what I'm doing. You can see through these boards. Now this is the men's bathroom where I'm under. The ladies is right there. And all the boardwalk, but everything, I mean, like there's privacy. You can't see in the showers. So it happened on one of these sidewalks where it fell through. So I'm at least narrowing my search down to staying under those and maybe kind of around the railings. Well, even all the way up here, I have found a crab claw. We are about 150 yards from the ocean. There's a little crab claw, and I will tell you, I am finding trash. I'm not showing you all of that, but yes, I'm picking up trash as I go. So after 15 minutes of this and sifting through rocks several times, I finally found what I think is a dime. I am really going to have to clean that off. It's either a dime or it's like one of those little metal tabs that'll come out of, like when you're running wire into electrical boxes, they've got these little tabs you can pop out to run the wire through. I'll have to clean it up and let you guys know. Hopefully it's at least a penny. That way I haven't completely struck out today. You can see I've almost made it all the way to the end. I've changed my settings on the metal detector a few times, trying to just locate stuff. This is really hard. Well, that didn't go as planned, and now the construction workers have showed up and I'm kind of in their way, or they're really in my way. I know I'm in their way. I think it's going to be an impossibility on finding the ring, but I know a spot I can go hunt for some treasure, so let's head over there. So with my ego crushed and my dream now fading, I head out in search of treasure. Any kind of treasure, really. I'll take anything at this point. And our first hit was a little nail. I find a good bit of construction debris here because the sidewalks were just built this winter. So maybe we'll go down this side path and see what we can find. Yay, I'm starting to hit pay dirt out here. Got a really old, looks like a dime. Yeah, it's a really, really old dime. I can't really read the date on it. I'll have to clean it up and let you guys know. Awesome. Got us another nail. I'll also pick up this trash. And I'll say hello to our little crab that may be down in there hiding. Are you there? Hello? Knock knock. Hello? So a little dilemma here. I'm getting a target right at the entrance to my little friend's home. So do I dig it up or do I not destroy his home? I think because it's an iron reading, it's probably a nail or a piece of construction debris. So I'm going to leave it alone. 6 inches deep, about 12 inches in diameter. A good bit of soil to finally scratch out an old can pull tab, a really old one. Yes, I backfill all the holes I dig out. So this is really cool. It's a pin. The backings come off of it. San Diego Zoo Safari Park. If you were ever at Huntington Beach State Park and lost this, I have it. Let me know. That's pretty awesome. As I walk out to the beach, I have found a pair of glasses. Let's see. Trying to see. Fafo. Timeless Italian Style. Does that make sense to any of you guys? It's a nice pair of glasses. Found another treasure hunting tool. That'll match my set really well. No. And another crusty sock. Some more trash from a bodyboard. Once again. Come on. Alright, let's do a quick recap on our finds. This is a dime. It is really old. I cannot read the date on it. I will have to get back with you on that. What I thought was a dime, I'm pretty confident is now a penny. And then our San Diego Zoo. This is actually a real treasure find because people collect these things and they pay a lot of money for those collections. That was a cool find. How it ended up in Myrtle Beach, I'll never know. I would have stayed in San Diego. That's just me personally. A nice pair of glasses. I think I read it incorrectly out on the beach when I first found it. It's O-T-T-O-T-O. Timeless Italian Style. That's really the only markings I see on it other than just some like numbers and information right there, which tells me nothing but may tell you. Very nice pair of glasses. The top to a little bottle, probably something you shouldn't be drinking on the beach, but that's for another story. A pull tab. I found this laying on the top. This is a wire nut. Our little crab claw. And after I found a couple of these, I knew I was in for a long day. So I didn't dig up every iron hit that I got. Crusty sock, of course, tons of trash. We'll throw that in the trash with all the nasty cigarette butts that I found. Well, that really sucks. You know, as a treasure hunter, you get real excited about finding treasure. And then you learn the reality of treasure hunting, which is you don't find a lot of treasure. But I did have a good day. On a positive note, I did find some coins. I did find that cool little pin. And now, you know, I have a lawnmower trying to pass me as I'm trying to talk to you guys. That's the reality of treasure hunting and YouTube channels. But listen, I appreciate you guys being here with me, taking time out of your day. My goal is not to get you to sit down and watch videos all day long. My goal is to get you up off of the couch and out into an adventure. I had an adventure today, whether I found a diamond ring or a penny. So I really appreciate you being here with me today, coming along on the adventure. I'm really humbled. Life's an adventure, friend. Life is an adventure, friend. You got to get off the couch and go live it. So I'll see you in the next adventure. I'm off to my next adventure, which is the dive shop to book a dive trip. because I'm ready to go scuba diving. Because those are the videos I really like making. I'll see you in the next one. Today's my day, gang. I'm finally a real treasure hunter. Recently, I have been metal detecting Myrtle Beach with my new metal detector, looking for a lost medallion. Myrtle Beach is a popular tourist destination where people from all over the world come to enjoy vacation, and they lose a lot of value. Everybody loves Myrtle Beach when the weather gets warm. We found us a little rake, maybe that'll help us find some treasure. Okay, so today I'm going to be looking for treasure around this pier at Myrtle Beach State Park. A lot of people will get here, hang over the edges, maybe drop jewelry, maybe drop change, or whatever else. So I'm going to take my metal detector and look through all this, and let's see what we can find. All right, let's see what we got here. Oh, no nail. I guess from construction. There we go. Make sure that was it. All right. Let's see what we can find. Oh, another nail. Oh, and another nail. I think we got it. Well, I have definitely struck it rich. I have found treasure. Was walking along metal detecting along this banister here, and this is laying right up under it. Yeehaw, 10 bucks, y'all. Today's my day, gang.
Yeah! Woo!
The dollar bill laying right here. Kind of awesome. I got so excited about my treasure find, I spent some time posing for a thumbnail. I wanted a good one for this video. Well, we found us a little rake. Maybe that'll help us find some treasure. I also spent some time up around the parking lot to see if I could find more treasure.
Yeah! Woo!
So we got a penny. 1963. How about that? That was it. A penny from 1963. Oh. Wow, it's a really old dime. I'm gonna have to clean it up. I can't quite tell the year. Oh yeah, got it down. All right, so let me see if I can do this and not get wind blown. It's really bad. So you can see here all the trash, and the guys are working behind me, but I'm gonna do it anyway. So here's all my trash and nasty cigarette butts. But for treasure, I found $11.11, which I guess a 1111's a good number. So we did end up with some actual treasure. And picking trash up off the beach is a treasure as well. Also in this, I did end up finding under the pier, I found 4 big nails. Some were bent, some are brand new. So yep, trash, nails, and treasure. I also found this tube of, I guess, lip gloss or lipstick. What is that? I don't know, I'm a dude. But I mean, I don't know why you need that at the beach, but okay, whatever. All right, Freedom family. I decided to get in my truck because it got so noisy outside. But that's going to wrap it up from this treasure hunt today. My best one so far. I'm going to have to write down and chronicle all the things that I'm finding so that when I get a personal best, I can remember it. But $11.11, that is definitely my best day out treasure hunting. And so, thank you for being part of the family now. Thank you for being part of the channel and watching this far. Please like, subscribe, comment. As always, I really appreciate you being here. So remember, friends, life is an adventure. You got to get off of the couch and go live it. I'll see you in the next adventure. Hey, treasure fam. If you like treasure hunting content like this, check out this video right there and see how much fun I had doing some beach treasure hunting last time. I'll see you there. Gotta have the right hat. Day to me. And it all brought me to tears. Today's adventure is gonna be a lot of fun. So this past Friday was July 4th here in Myrtle Beach. So the beaches were absolutely packed with people, which is a good thing. And then 2 days after, Tropical Storm Chantal decided to come through and bring a lot of rain and high seas, which means one thing for me: treasure. So I'm heading out to one of my local favorite metal detecting spots to see what kind of treasure we can find. We're finally getting a break in the weather. It's overcast and cloudy and not raining. So let's go see what we can find. pretty good hit right here by the dumpsters. And it's an old bottle cap. Another bottle cap. So there is a huge chunk of metal. Still amazed at how many of these I find. Oh, there's another tent peg. That is a pull tab from an old can. Another old pull tab. Yep. Here's our first screw for today. Another tent peg. How about that? This one's rusty. It's been out here for a while, which is funny because I check this place often. Yeah, there you go. Usually this path right here pays off really good, but today a complete strikeout. So now we move on to the beach. Well, this is trash, but I'm assuming this is something out of maybe a firework. And of course, come on guys. An old broken bungee cord out here. We'll clean that up. Well, my first find on the beach, and of course it's a tent peg, but we're cleaning it up. Well, there you go. Anybody in the market for a nail? Holy cow. So I'm not 100% sure what this is, but there it is, whatever it is. Haven't quite figured this one out yet, but I always find a sock. Most of the times black. Why do people bring black socks to the beach? And definitely one more screw. All right, let's take a look at our finds. Of course, my most expensive find, a penny, which this is probably worth a lot more. I don't know that I could sell it, but so I got a penny. This big piece of metal. I'm gonna try to chisel that apart and see if there's more to it. Of course, screws, bottle caps, pull tabs. Did find, like, this is the end to maybe a tent peg or a pole. Big nail, big nail. I have to back up so you can see that. Tent pegs, of course. It's a little peg, still not 100% sure. Crusty sock, and of course, you know. Then a busted bungee strap. We'll get all that in the trash along with some of this other trash I have. So that, my friends, is going to wrap it up from our treasure hunt today. Nothing big and expensive, but fun nonetheless, and we're taking trash off the beach, which is real important to me. And today was a very special day to me. While I was on the beach, a young girl came up to me and said, "Sir, are you a YouTuber?" Just nice and quiet and sweet. I was afraid like she was gonna break almost. But she comes up to me and just wanted to take a picture, so we took a couple of pictures and I got to know them. They're from up in North Carolina, not far from here. And so I'm digging and looking for stuff, and then she comes up to me about 30 minutes later, says, "Can I give you this?" And she wrote me a note. And it all brought me to tears. Like, just, she wants to be a YouTuber. She's kind of young. Her parents don't let her play around on YouTube too much, but she has seen my videos. And so I didn't know how to respond, but I did. I gave her my hat, my Freedom Wanderer hat. And when I did, she just cried. She thought it was the greatest thing on the planet. So when you realize you're impacting people, it makes it a lot different. So you right there watching, I'm so grateful you're watching, taking time out of your day. I've never taken it lightly that people watch the channel, and I really appreciate it. And so As I always say, friends, life's an adventure. You got to get off the couch and go live it. So I'll see you in the next adventure.